So today's topic is heuristics optimization in DBMS. So we know that there are different ways in which a single query can be executed in database management system. So in order to find the best performing execution procedure, we are doing a mechanism called as heuristics optimization. So in the case of heuristic optimization, we are actually finding a particular order in which if we execute it, then that will be the best way in which we can execute the whole SQL query. So here we can see, going to see an example in which we are how we can theoretically draw the heuristic tree which shows the practical execution procedure of an SQL query. So here we can see we are using three database table. First one is course, which consists of attribute CNumber, CNAME and credit. Then student, roll number, name, address and semester. Then enrollment, CNumber, roll number, grade. So in your examination, the question will be like this: you will be given with table and also a particular query. So you have to draw the heuristic tree and show that in the best way of the execution that gives minimum time execution. So here the SQL queries select sname, saddress and grade from courses student S, enrollment E, where you have the joining condition: roll number is equal to roll number, C number equal to C number, C name equal to PDBD. So I assume that you all know how to write an SQL query with joining condition and selection condition, and here we called the table as C, S and E. So now we need to draw the heuristic tree. So there are different steps. The first step is we need to draw an initial query tree, or it's also called as canonical query tree. So first we need to draw this initial tree. So the initial tree is directly drawn from the given query. So we are always drawing the query for the selection statement, because we know that most of the process in database is selection process. So compared to insertion, updation, deletion, the most of the people do selection or retrieving the data from the database. So we always require to find an efficient way how we can retrieve the values from the database. So the initial tree is directly drawn from the table, so given SQL query. So for that, first we need to start from the bottom. We need to start the query from the bottom. So here the table we are using in this query are course, student and enrollment. So we need to start from the dash table, and then we can grow the tree upwards. So first we need to start from the table. So here we can start the first table. I take a student, then it is renamed as, from the query it is renamed as S. Then we can say next enrollment, it is renamed as E. So this is the first step. In the bottom of your page or the tree, you have to write the table, and if there is renaming given in the selection query, you have to rename. So student as S, enrollment as E. Then you have to do the next procedure. So we know that here we are crossing or joining all the tables like course, student and enrollment. So firstly we rename the table as CS as well as enrollment as E. So next we need to, from the query we can find that we need to join these table. So here we are writing first is in the initial query we are writing as cross, not we are writing as join. We are doing the cross operation. So in any order you can start. Here I start from student and student course and enrollment. So student enrollment and course, I taken the order as student enrollment and course. Next we can you can also start as enrollment, course and student. There is no rule to write the order. So here in the query it is given as course, student and enrollment. So we have to look after this initial query, we have to look how is there any change in the order of writing the table. So currently I return student enrollment and course, and from that we need to join student enrollment, then we need to cross the result of that with the course. Then we are planning to do the selection statement, and here we can say we need to provide the selection condition sigma c dot cname equal to pdbb, and then the joining condition s dot roll number equal to e dot roll number, then c dot c number equal to e dot c number. Okay, so this way we have to write. So firstly you have to write the tables, then from the query you can you understood that there is a renaming happened, the student is renamed as S. So you have to execute from bottom to the top, you have to execute like that. So firstly you renamed student as S, enrollment as E and course as S, then we have to cross S and E, that is the next step. Then with the result of crossing of S and E is then crossed with C. Okay, so that is the way we are doing the selection statement, and upon that we are doing the projection statement. So E dot grade. So here after this crossing operation, that is the result of cross of S and D is crossed with C, then entire this statement is over, we done the crossing operation. Next we have to write the selection conditions. So here we are writing the selection condition. So it is cname is equal to pdbb and etc. Then you have to do the projection statement. So that is the order of execution. So firstly the where from condition, next you have to write the where condition, and then next you have to write the projection condition. So we are always started to execute from the bottom to the top. So here we are getting the result. You will get S name, S address and E grade, and this is the initial query tree or canonical tree. So from this tree we are going to start how to do this heuristics optimization. The first step is we have to move the selection down into the tree. So that is the next step you have to do. So next we have to do moving the selection statement down into the tree. So from the initial, after drawing the initial query tree, next procedure is to we have to move the selection condition we given in the second level of the tree into different database table. So we can look how we can do that process. So for that we have to start from the base. So here you can see we are given with some condition. So these conditions here you can see c dot c name is from the table course. Okay, then next so we have to move that c dot c name into course table. Then we can see roll number is all in enrollment as well as in student. So we have to put that selection condition the cross of that, and then c dot c number in to the cross of the second cross. Okay, start. So this is our selection condition. The first selection condition, we are using C dot CNAME, and CNAME is present in the course table. And second is a joining condition. So this is our selection conditions. So here we can see first condition is C dot CNAME. CNAME is from the table course. So we have to move this selection statement beside to the course part. Okay. Next, S dot roll number equal to E roll number. It's a joining condition. It's a cross condition. So you have to put it in near to the cross. Then it is C dot CNAME. You have to C number equal to E number. You have to put that in the second cross. It is near. You have to put that condition near to the second cross. Okay. So that way we are moving this selection condition towards different places. So we can start from the base. So firstly we start from the table. So again you have to draw the table. The student is renamed as S, enrollment as E, then course as C. And as I said, we moved C dot CNAME is towards the course part, because from here we can say that firstly what will be the flow of execution from the course is firstly renamed as C. Then we need to do some filtration. It is based on selection statement. Selection. Okay, select. We have, I think you are remembering the relational algebra operation select. So we need to filter some rows from the table. So we are doing C dot CNAME is equal to PDBD. So the database management system have to work like this. Firstly it have to rename the course as C, then it have to filter some rows based on the given condition. So in this way, if you done the execution of complete SQL query, the database system is doing an efficient process or efficient procedure, is handling it in efficient manner. Okay, so that is the way we are actually showing with this heuristic tree what way you have to execute the query and with result in an efficient execution. So next we are doing student. So here there is no table wise filtering of rows. We first, the condition is on the crossing. Okay, so after crossing the student as well as the enrollment, you have to do the selection. Okay, select operation have to do after the cross. So student and enrollment is crossed. Then upon the result of crossing, you have to we need to apply S dot roll number is equal to E dot roll number. So that's the best way of execution. So after crossing you have to do, then that result is crossed with the right side part. So here it is crossed with the right side part, and then we have to do the next merging condition, C dot C number equal to E dot E number, and upon that you have to write your projection. Okay, so S dot S name, S dot address and grade you need to retrieve at the end. So that is the execution. So here it is we moved the selection statement down to the tree near to the best position of execution. So here we can say the course, from the course table you firstly take it is renamed as C, then you have to do C dot CNAME equal to PDBD. So we are removing the unwanted row from the table, and into that result we are doing this projection, this cross operation. Okay, so in the previous initial query we can see that all the selection operations are done at the last, that is after the second cross. So we are actually doing unwanted join operation on unwanted records. So in this case we can see that here we removed so many records from the table, and we are crossing only on the resultant wanted records. Okay, and here also we done as per the given query. Select student is first renamed as S, then enrollment is renamed as E. So here there is no selection statement or selection condition given on student and enrollment. Here is only a crossing condition given on student and enrollment. So we put that crossing condition at the place of cross. So after crossing, you have to do a select operation in which S dot roll number is equal to E dot roll number. And there is one more cross condition. So after crossing the result of this statement or this table with this table, we can see here is a cross, and second cross we have to do the second merge condition. It is C dot C number equal to E dot C number. Okay, on that result, so here we clubbed the three database table and done so many selection condition or selection operations we done, and on the resultant table we are doing the projection with the required attributes are taken. It is S name, address and grade. Okay, next we are moving to step 2, reordering of the relation. So in some cases, after doing the initial query tree, we may found that the joining operation between two tables, let's say A and B, is better than A and C. So here we found that the query is actually retrieving the list of students who join in which courses. So it's better to join enrollment and the course first, then on that result it is better to do the cross operation on student. It's because that from the query we understood that we need to find the list of students who enrolled in different courses. There may be chance that students that are not enrolled for different courses. So firstly we need to take the details, that means the key or something from the enrollment table regarding those students. Then after getting the key, we can search for the details of students of that particular keys. We not need to retrieve all the students first. Okay, so firstly we need to retrieve the details of student or the which all students who enrolled currently into the different courses, and after getting that we can search only for those students in the student table. Okay, so for that we are actually reordering the table. Firstly we are moving the course and enrollment to the beginning, and then student table to the last. Okay, so firstly we can write the course table. It is renamed as C. Then enrollment table, it is renamed as E. Then the student table. Okay, so then we can see there is a selection condition on the course table. We have to do this process. C name is equal to PDB. We require only the courses named as PDBD. Then we need to cross the result coming from the left branch to the enrollment key. So after doing enrollment on that cross operation, we need to the selection operation. So the selection condition is C dot number equal to E dot C number, and upon that result, so that is we firstly joined these two branches. So we have a big table here, and on that we are applied or we filtered the unwanted joined tuples using the select operator C dot C number equal to E dot C number. Then we need to do a cross of this result with the student table. So here we got all the roll numbers. So the list of roll numbers from these course and enrollment. So we have to do a cross with the selection condition S dot roll number is equal to E dot roll number. So here we are actually retrieving, or we are actually selecting only the list of students who are enrolled in this enrollment table. Okay, so we taken the enroll number from here by doing this process. Here we have some table, a big table, which is the product of enrollment and course. Okay, and on that table we are doing a cross operation of student with a condition s dot roll number is equal to e dot roll number. So we know that the join operation is actually a cross as well as a select. Okay, so now you return all the statement. So we have to write the last operation, the projection statement, s dot name, s dot address, and e dot grade. So this will be the final tree after the step 2. Here we just reorder the table in order for removing the unwanted tuples early. The next step is step 3, replace the selection and cross by joining. So you already know that in relational algebra the join operation is actually doing both the operation of cross plus the selection statement. So from the previous tree we are going to remove the cross and join and place, sorry, cross and selection condition, and we are going to place the join, or we are putting the join instead of cross and the corresponding select. Okay, so here we know that we have a cross and join, so we will replace it with a join statement. Cross and select is replaced with a join, and here also you can say cross and select, we will replace it with join. So that is the third step. It's a simple step. We need to replace the cross and corresponding select with the join statement. So this is a resultant tree. So in the previous tree, after the second step, we know that here is a cross as well as a selection statement, and we replace it with the join operator. And here also we can see there was a cross as well as a select statement. We replace it with the join operation. So this is the step 3. So all the cross and select should be replaced with the corresponding join operation. Next step is moving the projection down into the tree. So we know that in the projection operation, or after the projection operation, we are actually removing the unwanted attributes from the table. So here we have 3 different tables in which some of the attributes are not required either in the selection clause, or maybe in the from clause, or maybe in the where clause. Okay, so we need to identify what all attributes are required in the selection clause or in the where clause. All other attributes should be removed firstly from the table. Before doing any cross operation or before doing any selection operation, we need to remove those unwanted attributes. So we can check what all attributes are required for our given table. So here there are 3 tables. So we have to check the selection, and in the course table we can see that there is a C number, C name, and credit, which is not present in our selection statement. So only C number is used as the where conditions in the where condition statement. And from the student table there are roll number, name, address, and semester. And then the selection statement we can see that there are 2 attributes. Address, it is present in student table. Name, the second one, it is present in the student table. So these 2 attributes are the required from student table, are the attributes which are required from the student table. And from the enrollment table we know that the selection statement contains the grade, and roll number, it is used in the where condition. So roll number is used in the where condition. So in the from the enrollment table we can see that C number, roll number, and grades are required either in the selection statement or in the where statement. So you have to check like this. We have to check what all attributes from the given table are required either in the selection statement and in the or in the where condition. And here we are doing course, firstly we doing the selection, then merge these things. So from given table we know that course required the attribute C name, and for joining with the E name we require enrollment table we require the C number, and from the student table we know that for the joining we require roll number, and selection statement is name and address. So semester is not required in any part of the selection query, either in the selection statement or in the enrollment where condition. So from the query we understood that these all attributes are required either in the selection statement or in the where statement. So from the course table we first renamed as C, enrollment table first renamed as E, and then student table is renamed as S. Then see, from this table we firstly need to remove the what are things selection statement, that is we need to remove the unwanted rows. So C name is equal to PDBD, and next we need to remove the unwanted attributes, or we need to select only the required attribute, and here it is C number is required in the join operation, only C number is required from that course table. No other attributes are required in the selection statement or the where condition, only C number is required in the where condition. So we need to write a projection like this, we require only C number. Okay, all other attributes will be deleted after this operation. So in the execution of this query, see at that process it will be removed, and here we can say enrollment table. From enrollment table we required C number for doing the first join operation, roll number for doing the second join operation, and also in selection we required the grade. So these three attributes should be required. So we have to write we require the attributes like C number, roll number, as well as the grade. So all other will be filtered out. So I think there is no other attributes to be filtered out from the enrollment, and then after that we need to draw the rest of the operations, like we need to do the join operation. So our main aim is to how to do efficient query execution. For that, firstly we remove the unwanted selection, that means unwanted rows. Then we need to remove the unwanted columns, that is we are selecting only the unwanted wanted rows, and we are selecting only the wanted columns. And from the student table we can see that we require the roll number for doing the join operation, and for selection as name and address is, or projection we require the name and address. So these three attributes are required from the student table. So we have to write S dot roll number is required in from this table, S dot name is required from the table, S dot address is required from this table. Then on that result we have to do the previous join operation. S dot roll number is equal to he dot roll number, and then we need to take the values by project S dot S name, S dot address, and S D dot grade. Okay, so this will be the result here. The final result or final step is moving down the projection statement, and we are doing this for removing the unwanted columns from the table early in the query execution. So from the course table, firstly we are removing the unwanted tuples, then we are removing the unwanted columns, and upon that do operation we have to do the join operation. So here we have a small table. At this branch we have only a small table which contain only the column C number. No other attributes of course is required from this point. Okay, so we know that in the lower level the course contains three attributes: C name, C number, and then from on that table we are removing with the help of the attribute CNAME. We remove the unwanted rows. Then on that result we are doing the project statement. We are taking only C number. So at this point the course table contain only C number. Then it is joined, that small table is joined with the table at this point, and at that point enrollment is filtered out in like the way we are doing only the projection, because there is no selection condition given in the query. So we have to do the projection. We require only the roll number, grade and C number from the enrollment table, and the table at this side is joined with this side. Okay, so from this point we are getting a big table which is the joint table of course and enrollment. And then the next branch which contains student, and from the student table what we are doing, firstly we are renaming the student, then we need to remove the invalid or unwanted rows, but there is no selection statement or selection condition on this student table. We are not writing the select operator, but it is given that we require only the attributes roll number, name and address of this table. It is two attributes, this roll number the name and address in selection query, and roll number is used in the where condition. So these three attributes are required from student table. So we need to filter the unwanted rows, or we are taking only the wanted attributes roll number, name and address. So at this point the student table is like that, it contains only roll number, name and address. Then that table is joined with the resultant table from the left branch. So it is joined upon this condition, and you will get a new table which contain the attributes from both the course, enrollment and student. Then we are taking only the attribute name, address and grade, because we know that the C number is actually passed through these branches. So C number is not required here. We require name, address and grade. So we have to execute from leaf level to the root level. We are actually thinking as some water is flowing from the root level to the leaf level to the root level. Okay, that way you have to process this query. So this is the best way of execution of that given select query, and there may be different cases that can be arrived in which it yields to a more efficient query. That's why we are naming it as heuristic optimization. Heuristic optimization means there is no theoretical proof for the order of execution. We are followed a four steps to create this final tree, but there is no theoretical proof for that this will be the best tree. So there may be another trees which yields more efficient execution than this given tree. So these four steps are not having any theoretical proofs, so that's why it is known as heuristics optimization.